By the time your baby is 18 months, sleep regressions are old and exhausting. So now for those middle of the night wake ups, you are probably just ready to get back to sleep. So you may want to invest in some noise canceling headphones. Okay, I'm like 75% kidding, but you want to make sure that you have coffee on hand, because remember that coffee is your best friend to help you get through these sleep deprived days or weeks and to help get you on the other side of this sleep regression. So let's jump into survival mode on how you're gonna get through the 18-month sleep regression. The first thing you wanna do is just like keep telling yourself that this is like marathon training. You have to keep up with your little toddler all day long and their high energy levels. And also you need to stay up with them half the night if they're waking you up, or maybe they're just singing at the top of their lungs at 2 o'clock in the morning because I'm not tired, mama. They're not tired, they don't wanna sleep. They're 18 months old, they've got all these big new language skills, and they think that they don't need to sleep anymore. But one of the most realistic things that you need to do is keep your schedule consistent. Do not cut naps, do not drop naps, do not push bedtime, do not let your baby sleep in later in the morning because they were up all night. You need to keep getting them up at the same time every morning, nap time at the same exact time, and bedtime at the same exact time. Whether they're sleeping or not, that's their schedule. Stick to it. The next thing that you need to do is keep your middle of the night wake up responses exactly the same. Do not start any new habits during a sleep regression, because this is when you are at the highest risk of kind of developing a new sleep association. If you think that your kid is only going to sleep if you are laying next to them, just don't do it, okay? It's not the case. They're going to sleep, okay? They're going to sleep. They're just going through a sleep regression. But do not start new habits. Do not start ninja crawling out of your kid's room if you weren't doing that before the sleep regression. And if you were doing that before the sleep regression, then you need to set up a one-on-one consultation for me to help you not have to be in ninja mode 24/7. So make sure that whatever you have been doing before, if your child wakes in the middle of the night, is exactly what you continue to do through this sleep regression. Do not start new habits. The next thing that you need to do is allow your child to make choices and let them feel like they are in control. When you are putting this power in their hands at bedtime and even in the morning during your morning routine and your bedtime routine, your child is more likely to comply with what you tell them to do. So even if they are going through a sleep regression and they're not sleeping the greatest, they still know that the expectation is that they stay in bed. If you don't have my bedtime and morning routine cards, grab them in the description box down below. The next thing you need to do is make sure that you are reinforcing your toddler's behavior during the day. This means that if they did a really good job sleeping or even just staying in their bed overnight, not screaming and calling for you, not singing the opera at 2 in the morning, whatever positive behavior that you noticed overnight, reinforce it with a sticker in the morning. If you wanted to get a little bit more fancy, you could do chocolate milk in the morning, you could do chocolate chips in their pancakes in the morning, you could do pretty much anything within reason, but positive reinforcement goes a long way. You also want to have some positive reinforcement after nap time. Even if your child doesn't sleep, you need to make sure that they are staying quietly in their bed to rest their body and their brain so that they are ready to take on the rest of the day. So reinforce that positive behavior with a reward. The next tip that I have for you is to ask for help. If you're really suffering and you are like seriously sleep deprived during this sleep regression, ask for help. You can easily bake a batch of cookies, go knock on your neighbor's door, bribe them with said cookies, and ask them to watch your baby for a little while so you can take a nap. 9 times out of 10, if you have neighbors as good as mine, then you're gonna be able to take a nap and your neighbors are gonna be so grateful for your delicious cookies. I actually highly recommend the break and bake ones if you're anything like me and you don't want eggshells in your cookies. Love cooking, hate baking. Now, another tip that I have for you is to give it time and be patient. You have to understand that this is part of child development. Your child is going through a huge growth spurt in their mind and in their body, and they're learning so many things, new vocabulary, new skills, both emotionally, mentally, physically, all across the board. Your child is learning so many things. Give it 2 to 3 weeks and I promise you'll make it out alive if you follow all of the tips in this video. If by any chance it's been longer than 2 or 3 weeks and you are not surviving, I want you to set up a one-on-one consultation. Click the link in the description box down below to check out my one-on-one consultation packages. I'm always here, I'm ready to help. I will come save you and help you get your sleep back on track. Don't forget, if you don't have my bedtime routine cards and morning routine cards are bonus included in the bedtime routine cards, grab those in the description box down below. Watch this video next to avoid some toddler sleep struggles and keep blooming. Mwah.